Hey guys, BlackJackVA here. Today, I'm gonna rank every roller coaster at Dollywood. I just went last week, so my rides on the coasters are very recent. Also, just remember, all the opinions in this video are mine. And don't hate me in the comments if you disagree. Alright, but with that out of the way, let's get into it. Alright, so coming in at number 9 is Whistlepunk Chaser. I did not ride this on my latest visit to Dollywood, but I do remember my ride on it pretty well. And also, just look at it and tell me that doesn't look like it should be in last place. There's not much to be said about this, really. It's nice how there's a tiny bit of theming, and it's good for little kids. Coming in at number 8 is Blazing Fury. I got 2 rides on this, and my first was actually really good. I got some of the strongest airtime I've ever felt, and I'm not joking. But my second ride gave me not even the slightest bit of airtime, and normally I could look past this. The ride is not focused on the coaster bits, it's focused on the dark ride section. But the dark ride section is just so confusing. And the only part of it I liked was the final part where you go over a river or something like that. And the reason I like this bit is because it looks really nice. So I really want to put Blazing Fury higher, but I just can't. Coming in at number 7 is, this hurts, but number 7 is Fire Chaser Express. This is easily one of the best family coasters I've ever ridden, and probably in the world. So if this does not show how good Dollywood's coaster collection is, I don't know what will. Also, this is way better than number 8. They're not even close, so don't think I hate this ride. I actually really enjoy this ride. It's just fun. The launch has a little bit of a kick, the backward section is cool, and I always love fire on coasters. Fire Chaser Express really is great, and just know that I have spent hours probably deciding where this and the next 2 ahead of this would place. So the next 2 coasters on this list are so close to the point where probably in the next few days, their places will switch again. Alright, let's talk about number 6. So number 6 is Mystery Mine. This ride has 2 great parts, and the rest is not only boring, but extremely rough. Even after they changed the first half. First, let's talk about the bad. The first half of this ride, I was honestly kind of bored on, except for the drop and the lift. But the big problem here is the head banging. I banged my head at least 10 times during the first half of the ride. Also, while we're on the topic of roughness, the slam into the brakes is also probably the most painful part of the ride. But I don't want to keep complaining, so let's get to the good. First of all, I really enjoy the first indoor section. It is smooth and a lot of fun, and this part also truly shows the mystery part of the name Mystery Mine. This part is also kind of creepy too, and I love that. And my favorite part of the ride is easily the second half. Just like I said for Fire Chaser, I love fire on coasters. It always adds an awesome part to the ride. The drop is also great. I mean, it's beyond vertical, so of course it is. But the best part is that double inversion finale. It is a ton of fun, and it gives the most hang time I've ever experienced. Mystery Mine would be higher, but that first half has to take it down a few spots. Coming in at number 5 is Dragonflyer. Now look, I know this is a family coaster. Don't go comment down below how wrong this opinion is. Let me explain. I got 1 ride on this in the back row, and it absolutely blew away my expectations, more than any coaster I have ridden. I think that is why it is so high, because it may not be the best, but my expectations were blown out of the water by this ride. Now I'm going to explain why it was so good. So I feel like this moment shows how good this is. So I always put my hands up on coasters, and I like to put them up right when you leave the station. So I was going up the lift hill with my hands up, thinking this is going to be a baby ride, and then I get yanked down the drop. Since I was in the back row, and I'm not scared of roller coasters, but just out of pure shock, I held on during the drop, and it was not just the drop that was good. The entire layout was a ton of fun, and it is such a weird sensation being on a invert with a lap bar. So that is why a Dragonflyer comes in at number 5. Alright, so coming in at number 4 is Wild Eagle. I love this ride. I would say the top 4 Dollywood are all at least 9 out of 10s. But the reason I put Wild Eagle at 4 is because it pulls absolutely no forces. But that does not mean it is bad. The best way I can describe this ride is fun. The drop is great. The inversions are also great. And overall, I love this ride. Number 3 on this list is so close to this that the script originally had it at 4. But I decided to change it. I would not be surprised if number 3 became number 4. And Wild Eagle moved up 1. Because Wild Eagle is a ton of fun. And that is why it comes in at number 4. Coming in at number 3, the coaster so close to being number 4, is Tennessee Tornado. So this ride is great. The area which it is in is awesome. The drop is great. The inversions are a ton of fun, especially the Iron Butterfly. And the airtime pop in the brakes is also amazing. And I actually got dizzy after riding this just 2 times in a row. So with all that good stuff being said, you may wonder why this is not number 2, or even number 1. And the answer to that question is, it is so short! So normally, I don't have a problem with short rides. I mean, Storm Runner is my number 2. But the thing is with Tennessee Tornado, is that it seems so much shorter than any coaster I've been on, even though it is longer than some. But overall, this ride is great. Coming in at number 2 is Thunderhead. This coaster is amazing. I would say it is almost a full package. The airtime is great. There are some nice laterals, and the pacing is the best out of any coaster I've rode. Also, this is a long ride. In my opinion, there's nothing bad about Thunderhead. Yes, not even roughness. This ride is really smooth. I would not say it is as smooth as Comet, but it is incredibly smooth. Next time you go to Dollywood, I would definitely recommend marathoning this ride. It is great. Alright, the moment you've all been waiting for. Coming in at number 1 is Lightning Rod. This coaster is my number 1. First of all, the launch and drop is a ton of fun. The wave turn gives great floater airtime. And while we're on the topic of airtime, let's talk about that quad down. This is easily the best and most powerful airtime moment I've ever felt on a coaster, beating Skyrush by a ton. In the morning, it was about Skyrush level airtime, which is still incredible, by the way. But this ride, when it warms up, literally had my thighs in pain because they were being slammed against the restraint so hard because the airtime was so good. Again, kind of like Skyrush. Maybe I should get thigh relief cream. If you don't get that joke, just go watch my first If Coasters Were YouTubers video. Then it will all make sense. Anyway, back to Lightning Rod. The final airtime hill in Lightning Rod gives a great head chopper because you are coming out of your seat and have support so close to you. And by the way, normally I'm kind of immune to near misses, but this one was really good. Alright, I'm going to stop talking about Lightning Rod now because otherwise this video would be a year long. So definitely expect a review on this coaster very soon. Maybe even by the time I'm uploading this, there will be one. But that is why Lightning Rod comes in at number 1. Alright, well, that is the end of this video, guys. This video is pretty hard to make, so if you could like the video and subscribe, it would really help the channel out. Also, if you've been to Dollywood, comment your rankings below. I would love to read them. Also, if you have any video ideas, make sure to comment them, and I will try to make it as fast as I can. Thanks for watching. Bye.